Okay, so we're on day 40, and I thought I'd try something a little bit different. Out for a walk in the early morning. It's 6:20. It's still dark, so it's pretty interesting because I don't know. I thought the sun rises sooner. It doesn't rise till like 7 here or something. And I missed day 39 actually. Yeah. Didn't meditate yesterday. Too tired. Was too busy packing and slept in really late. And see, there's some other folks out enjoying the morning too. I'm just gonna walk over this way for now. And maybe go down the middle of the road. So, the other day, something amazing happened to me. Met up with my friend. We had plans to go to the beach. At the beach, went for a walk. And there's some dog walkers out. That's what I was going to talk about. So we went to a walk at the beach with my friend while he went swimming. And we took his dog to the beach. And I tried to smoke marijuana for the first time in several years. And I had this really interesting experience. Well, amazing, to be honest. Where just all this anxiety came up, like really intense anxiety. And this used to happen time to time when I was using it in the past. And I used to think before that it was something about using it too much, that it was the substance that was the problem, or that it was my life situation that was causing it because I didn't have enough money, or like I didn't have a girlfriend, or didn't have the right job, or I wasn't living in the right place, or all these reasons about how it just wasn't right. And if I could just change my external situation, my life situation, then I wouldn't be having these like crazy kind of freak out experiences when I smoked. But then something happened this time, because I have been upgraded with new life skills. Let's see if I can adjust this a little bit more. Not getting the lights glaring in the background. Yeah, so I've been upgraded with new life skills where I can better manage these difficult situations than before. So I did the same thing that I do when I'm feeling very difficult in any other situation these days. What do you do when you need help? Well, you better go ask for it. Help me, God. And at that moment, I realized my anxiety was not truly from any particular source or situation outside myself, that it was really just coming from within. And that's because I would try so hard to control everything. Surprise, surprise. If you've been watching these videos, you've heard me talk about this before. If it's your first time, well, this won't be the last time you hear me talk about control and why that doesn't work so well to try and control your life. You see, we don't actually get to control things. That's the ego trying to take credit for everything in life, but fact is, it just doesn't work that way, okay? The universe, or God, is in control. So, in order to be okay in life, not in order to be okay, in order to get through smoothly and have the experience that is the one that you desire, okay? Because if you've had the experiences of things that you don't desire and you don't like, well, do you have to keep having that? You always get what you need, no matter what. But in many cases, you're not going to get what you desire, even though it's exactly what you need. But if you've become so good at getting what you don't want, like, why not just live a life to get what you want instead? Like, if one's possible, then why not the other? The thing is, it doesn't work by trying to control the outcome. And I realized at that moment that not only does this anxiety coming from my desire to try and control the outcome, but also okay, let's cross the street here. Go! Also my desire, or my false belief that I am myself. The false belief of separation. False belief that I am separate from the rest of the universe. And I realized yesterday that it was not true, because the only way that I was able to get through that moment at that time without having a panic attack was by remembering that I am everything. Remembering that I am God and the universe and all that is. Like, that stuff is not separate or outside of me. It's not something out there. That is me. I am it, and it is me. It's all the same. We're all just different facets of a single diamond, if you will. And so I started to see that in this moment. Started to see that I was at this busy street. My goodness. I am impressed. It's very quiet and far. We're gonna wait for the light. Here we go. Across. I saw in that moment that I am the universe, and the universe is me, but that can also be kind of a scary thought, especially under the influence of a mind-altering substance. And at the same time, to stay grounded, so I sat down and felt my connection to the earth, and this just opened up like a whole new experience for me that day. I went outside and I was hyper aware of everything. I could feel the energy of every person and hear every conversation, even though sometimes I felt I couldn't even understand the words that people were speaking. And also, just encountering some of these people, it was very strange coming back after all these years, hearing the stories of the increase in crime rate and homelessness in America, especially in the big cities. And I encountered a lot of people in these areas down by the beach where I felt very uncomfortable being around them. Perhaps in part because I just haven't been here in so many years, and also perhaps because my wife is with me, whom I feel very protective of and don't want anything to happen to her. And she's also new, doesn't understand the way all this stuff works. And yeah, like, what the heck is going on? Like, society really is collapsing, isn't it? Got more freedom here in the US than I did in China, but everything's getting super expensive. You walk down the street and you just encounter these people with severe mental illness, homeless, the people who are just looking for an opportunity to take advantage of a, chance for some steal something, or when prices get out of control like this, obviously people are gonna turn to crime to try and steal stuff and make ends meet, right? So I just went through that day where every moment with another person was so powerful, and connecting with nature at the beach, and to feel the sand under my feet and the wind in my hair, the sun on my face, the cold water around my toes, and then playing with the dog at the beach. Oh, it was honestly one of the most amazing days of my whole life. Despite the fact, or perhaps even because of the fact that I was able to release so much anxiety at that moment. And so I realized it wasn't that the drug had caused anxiety, or that there was a particular situation that I needed to change to get rid of the anxiety. It was just, it all came out. I couldn't hold it in any longer. And it was intense. I did meditate that day, so, thank goodness I cleared some of that out already. Who knows what it would have been like otherwise. And so I had to unpack my stuff yesterday. And that guy's waiting at the stop sign for me. How nice. Nice, polite driver. Thank you. Good morning. And meditated again this morning. Felt a lot of these feelings resurface, but much less strong than I was feeling. Ooh, this floor is yucky. Wowzers. A lot more of those feelings surfaced today, but at a lower intensity than what I experienced before. And where am I going to move? How am I going to afford to live here? I don't know. What do I have to become in order to live the life of my dreams in the US? Because, let's be honest, it's nice to take a trip to South America and Southeast Asia, have the means to do so, but I don't want to go live in those places because I can't afford to live in the country where I was born. What? I know it's totally possible that I can create a business based on what I want, which is, sharing my experience with others, being able to survive the grief that I had after my mom died and all these other crazy things that I went through. Because there was times when I thought that I just wasn't going to make it, and I did. I've come out stronger on the other side for it. And when I came back, there's just all these other people dealing with these same things, dealing with cancer and dealing with depression and anxiety and feeling lost and confused, like they just don't know how to get by. And yeah, so we're gonna rock it. It's just the beginning, and just getting this out there, sharing this energy and not having to hold it all in, feel much better. Nice park. Let's do it.